Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yes, after our crazy 18% 4-hour candle here, we have continued lower. Did actually trade lower than our next major level of support around the 16,500. Managed to whip back above it, close above it, and then now we're back testing into it. So this is a big test here. We have had a large move down here. It would be somewhat unreasonable to expect us just to continue down for another leg from here. However, obviously anything is possible. But I mean, it does seem like a lot of the worst news is out there. I mean, as we currently stand, FTX and Armada is done and are not getting bailed out. So I don't particularly see how it gets much worse than that. We all know the market obviously already knows there's going to be contagion in various places and whatnot. So I mean, is this as bad as it can get? Maybe. Let's see what happens. But yeah, if we can hold above this support, then yeah, we could see a nice bounce up towards maximum 18,500, and then we'll probably have to see what happens there. We potentially form a new range between 16 and say 16,000, maybe these lows, maybe if you want to say 15,500 if this becomes a relevant area, and 18,500 quite possibly. If we can grind this area out, hold it, then maybe we will actually at this point have the low in. It is hard to see anything more significant than this to go wrong in crypto, and macro surely has to be turning a corner at some point with the rate rises and inflation. So yes. Is this it? Is this the last push down we were looking at? Let's look at stocks. Stocks easing off a little bit here. Obviously we know we've got CPI soon. Not many hours, maybe it's even 1 hour or so, but yeah, we've got CPI. Stock are basically in this range still, above this support, below this resistance. So I guess in CPI is going to give it a bit of a directional momentum. Crypto, I honestly will say we are being largely driven by what is going on in obviously the specific crypto space. So unless it's a bit wild in either direction for CPI, it is a bit hard to see it being the main driver for crypto at the moment, just at present. DXY though is on a bit of a push up, back testing once again into this resistance. Is this resistance actually going to be resistance this time? You can see we broke below last time, got back above it, broke below here, got back above it. I mean, traded below here, got back above. Is it finally going to be resistance this time? You will note we are coming close to this down sloping trend line too. So we are coming to a point where this market will probably make a decision. If we do break and hold above here, we will probably take out this trend line and probably have an acceleration towards basically towards our recent highs and beyond. So what we want is a rejection here to come down, take out this low, and then continue to the downside. If you want to look at this on a weekly, I mean, it's if we drew a trend line on a weekly up here, you can see that we have broken it now. So you could probably within reason say that we've broken this uptrend. So yeah, if we've broken this uptrend, then we could see a decent move to the downside. Oil easing off significantly here. This is on a weekly, so if we go back to our usual 4-hour chart, you can see weakened all the way off deep into the resistance, rejected, back down to support. Do we hold this area? Well, I would I think we would. I mean, obviously you sell resistance, you buy support. This would be a good level, unless you think we are going to go into global depression, unless you think basically China isn't open, although I have been seeing tweets on more cases and things when China was threatening to reopen. 10-year easing off slightly. I mean, it's looking more bullish than the DXY. So it's obviously got work to do if this is going to turn around. Ethereum Satoshi pairing is just an interesting chart. I mean, we lost this, slammed back down into basically wicked below this major level of support, back above, and then straight into our next level of resistance. So If we can basically break above here, then yeah, I mean, we're looking at basically this ratio holding up, basically getting back to where we were pre-crash, and that would be a significant turnaround for obviously us to be whacked so hard and Ethereum actually just keep pace with Bitcoin and not outpace the downside like it is currently doing. Ethereum is obviously fully deflationary now since the merge. Obviously that's not necessarily going to continue like that, but we've clearly had a lot of on-chain activity with all the fun that's been going off. We can't expect things like that to keep deflationary in perpetuity. But obviously it has in the meantime. It's not something we want to keep happening either. So yeah, there is that. What else? Not much else to look at on here. Let's look at those stochastics. Probably not looking great on those longer term that we wanted them to. 4 hour, I mean, turning up from a low level. How important is a 4 hour on this in this market? 12 hour, yeah, 12 hour, it's getting low here and potentially turn up, so it could help us hold this level of support in Bitcoin. Daily, not looking good, lots of room to run, entering the bearish zone, so difficult to look at that as a good read. Buy daily, similarly pointing down, lots of room to run. 3 days, same. 5 day turning down from this level. Weekly turning back down, and bi-weekly is pointing down at a very low level also. And then as you can see, that little bit of curvature that was looking a bit better than this is now looking a bit worse than that on the monthly, but that's the monthly. So yeah, I mean, ultimately we actually want some like, for what it's worth, we want a tailwind from CPI. We'll have to see how that goes. We need to realistically hold this level right where we're at now, and then we can see if we can put in a bottom here, see if we can get some stability, see if buyers can start to come in. As price does come down, you do attract more buyers. Not everybody is solely crypto focused. People do trade any asset class they want, and they will at some point look, oh, crypto is on a big sale now. Things that I have heard of, i.e. FTX, are going bust. Maybe this is the blood on the street that you buy. There will be, the lower we go, there will be more buyers. So that is just something to be aware of. So yeah, that is it, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Congratulations for everybody that is still involved in crypto after everything that has happened this year. Just everything. It's been wild, hasn't it? There's been Celsius, there's been Luna, there's now been FTX, there's been obviously other things as well. There's been just a general bear market that obviously caused all these things to happen, and yeah, I mean, this tide is going out, and it turns out not many people were wearing their swimming trunks. So yeah, that's it, guys. Remember, again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, and I shall speak to you guys soon.